will Gangsta get a second season? Could that happen? You guys think? Because a lot of people want it because it just kind of ended at a
It
big
literally
part.
ended on a cliffhanger or people just falling off a roof. It was really weird.
I never watched the last 2 episodes.
That's okay. You didn't miss anything.
Because so what I sort of want before they even touch the second season is kind of a redraw of some of them.
Recap episode?
Yeah, not a recap episode, just like cleaning up some of that animation. But yeah, I think it's possible. We have some nice notes here that prove why, Miranda.
Yeah, so it's not unheard of for an anime to be picked up by another studio. Though these cases are different because the studio is not shut down.
Yeah.
So My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu was originally done by Brainspace, and the second season was handed over to Studio Feel. There was a change in director and character designer, but they kept the voice actors, sound director, and a few other staff members. And sometimes we look at those and just like, what happened? Maybe deals changed. Maybe they decided like this. Maybe Brainspace got a deal for a different anime and couldn't take on the second season. Like,
Right.
I think they came out like a while after, so that maybe their schedule was too full, and when they brought it forward, like, sorry, can't do that. Or maybe the people who are in charge of getting it, produced were like, hey, we want to try a different direction.
Yeah.
So that always happens. And then Log Horizon's first season was done by Satellite, and the second season was done by Studio Dean. And the director from the original series also directed the second season. So it would be interesting to see if Gangsta got picked up by somebody else.
Yeah, because it's based off a manga. There is material
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
It's not like they'd be picking up from nothing.
I just looked up how many volumes are in the manga, and I think there's 7. So there's definitely room for
and it's
more.
ongoing.
Yeah.
So it's still going, at least. I mean, there's also a lot of anime that's just out there that end with a cliffhanger and never get a second season. Like, they're just there, like, hey, we're here to promote the manga. We did it. Bye.
Yeah. We did our job. Peace.
Yeah. So that could very well just happen. Also with, like, I don't know how the rights go with Manglobe having shut down and having done Gangsta, like, what legally needs to go on with that.
I'm sure they can pick it up on the cheap.
Yeah, but it's very strange, though, because Gangsta was supposed to have all its Blu-rays out by February 2016, along with the box set, but only had 2 of its 6 Blu-rays released, with Manglobe filing for bankruptcy. So the third one was announced and then delayed until further notice. So there's a lot of those kind of questions, too. It's like they're not even getting these last things out, so is it just kind of going to fade away? Maybe. Yeah. But, like, it's still selling okay, I think, or the manga is anyway. Gangsta Volume 5 made it to the New York Times manga bestseller list. It was at number 3.
That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the New York Times. Like, sales over here don't necessarily, I don't know how valued they are.
I think
I mean, of course, there's licensing and stuff, so, like, it's part of Viz and, like, other things.
yeah, there's important considerations, but I don't think it has as much weight.
Yeah.
As
I think it does, but at least it made it onto a list. I'm impressed
I
it got
mean,
that far. That was my
That
point.
is something. And honestly, one of the big questions is, like, would you guys watch a second season of Gangsta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is a candidate for me because a lot, like, I brought it up 2 seconds ago about wanting to see the animation get better. A lot of that happens when they come to Blu-ray. They have time. That happened with Sailor Moon Crystal before they just improved it in general for season 3. This is a show that I might consider buying on Blu-ray just for that, because I really did like where it was going, and I would watch a second season if it got the resources it deserved. It's also something I kind of want to read the manga now, but
I feel like it was weaving a very complex story and just didn't have the time and budget to finish it. And that's
Exactly.
frustrating. It's like, I know you're going somewhere with it, but I don't know where because it just got abruptly cut off.
yeah.
Yeah, to kind of bring down the discussion a little more. Sorry. There's an audio drama. It was first released in 2014, and it's supposed to end up for the first 3 CDs. And then they ended up extending it, and they had a planned like 6 and 7 CDs, and then those were delayed until further notice. Those were supposed to come out in November and then January of this year. And the dramas were done by the voice actors who did their voice acting in the anime, so that's really cool. But it's also sad that those were also delayed, and those weren't through Manglobe. So it's just kind of like, is Gangsta sinking? It might be.
Oh, man.
It's just really sad. It's just really sad to see that. But of course, the manga is still going. So if you do want Gangsta in your life, there is a way to get it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, just from my perspective, I don't think it will get a second season. I don't think anyone's gonna pick it up. I mean,
I don't think so either. I don't see why they would. I mean, I don't know the actual number. I'm looking at the numbers I pulled, and I don't think there are any numbers available for Gangsta.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like they only had 2 Blu-ray releases.
Yeah, so
And
there's nothing
supposed to.
there to be like, well, is it worth picking up?
Yeah, even
Yeah.
if I'd like to see it, it's really not likely that it would.
Yeah, so sorry,
It's a
Gangsta
shame.
fans. Probably
There's
not going to
still
see
a
them
manga.
There's still a manga. Yeah, there's still ways to consume it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think if someone were to pick it up, I'd be interested in like maybe Production IG. They did Psychopaths.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, I
That'd
think
be
they
really
have a
good.
feel on like the intensity of a show. It's dark,
Mhm.
and of course, I'd like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Sad.
Fingers crossed. We'll see.